Hey guys, it's your girl Shalae and I'm back today with a second stimulus check update video. In today's video, we're going to talk about the most trending topic in the world, and that is the second stimulus. We also are going to talk about the $900 unemployment payouts that is coming to a state near you. Then we're going to discuss hazard pay, pandemic EBT, just regular EBT in general. So if you want to know what is going on in the world of stimulus, my darling, you already know what to do. Stay tuned. Your girl's got you covered. Now, if this is your first time tuning into my channel, hi, hello, hey friend. My name is Shalae, and here on this channel we talk about shopping, saving, and everything in between. I would love to have you a part of my internet family. Super easy. Click that big old red subscribe button down below and you are in just like that. And while you're at it, go ahead and give me a like because it is Friday Eve and a lot of us have a long weekend. What do you plan to do for your Labor Day weekend? Let me know down in the comments below. Yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty here, so guys, a second stimulus check. Well, a second stimulus check is coming, but not to all of us. So if you are a parent in the North Carolina area, you're probably gonna receive a second stimulus. So we know about 280 miles south of Washington, D.C., where negotiations over the new package still continue to be at a standstill. What is going on? I don't know, but they can't agree. Okay, senators in North Carolina have passed a spending bill that could put more than $300 in residents' pockets. Now, guys, I've discussed this before. A lot of states have decided to create their own stimulus. That's why it's important for you to watch your local news. I love you watching me, but also watch your local news. Now, among the provisions of the bill, it is called the Extra Credit Grant Program, which will send a round of payments to parents to help with the cost of virtual schooling and childcare during the pandemic. Eligible individuals include spouses who file jointly with at least one child under 17 would automatically get awarded a $335 grant by December 15th. Now, this is not the only state that done this. We talked about Oregon issuing out a $500 stimulus check as well. And I know like in Florida, Jacksonville did $1,000. So, you know, it just depends. Now, according to the Senate leader, I know $335 is not going to pay off a mortgage, but it will put a dent in the cost of an electronic device or pay for a tutor. It could also pay for a babysitter or a dinner out for parents along with other costs. So this was Senate Leader Phil Berger, a Republican, said during his press conference yesterday. He said, I am not worried about how parents spend that $335. All I know is they need it and they deserve it. Now, the money would come from the rest of the state's share of the pandemic relief money that they received back in March. So, good job. Kudos to you, North Carolina. I like it. I like it a whole lot. I wish that, Phil, that you can get in there and, y'all can all agree on something in Congress. But way to go, North Carolina. Now, it didn't state how you would get your checks, if they're going to come by mail or what's going to happen. When I find out some more information, you already know. I got you. Alrighty here. Now, Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, he wrote a letter to his Democratic colleague and he ripped into the forthcoming scaled back Senate Republican stimulus proposal. So he said, hey, Republicans may call their proposal skinny, but it appears to be completely inadequate and by every measure fails to meet the needs of the American people. Now, I agree with the skinny bill because it doesn't really provide much for us as the American people, but you guys not, figuring out some way to negotiate isn't helping us either. I mean, rent still due, I still need food on the table. So, you can't point your finger at them when you got kind of four fingers pointing back at you. I'm just saying. All right, he says, so Mitch McConnell says, I can tell you, I do think we need to reach an agreement, and it's harder to do now because we're much closer to the election. So that's what Mitch McConnell, I don't think it's too hard. Like, you agree, I agree. Let's keep it moving. How hard is that? That's 1 minute, 2 minutes. Schumer's letter, however, makes it clear that effort would be blocked from the advancing by Democrats, bringing the two sides back to a baseline that has consisted of hours of negotiation and talks, yet little, if any, signal that a top line difference of nearly $1 trillion and significant hurdles that exist, the policy details themselves will be resolved in the near term. So according to Schumer, he said, it's clear Republicans are trying to check the box and give the appearance of action rather than actually meet the truly profound needs of the American people. That's what Schumer wrote. Now, Schumer, like I said, hey, it's not just Republicans, it's you too. You know what I mean? If Nancy Pelosi can stay out the hair salon and, doing ice cream, and Nancy, I'm with you because, girl, I had to throw me a little piece of hair on today. How y'all like my wig? I had to put a little piece of hair, but nonetheless, I wasn't in Congress having to vote on a stimulus bill either. So I can, I'm just saying, next week we know that they are scheduled to return. So hopefully we'll have some news come next week. I know you guys are growing tired. I'm tired, okay? But we need our money. So, the work ain't honest, but it pays the bills. We gotta wait. Now, speaking of unemployment, more than 45 states have been approved for the new unemployment benefit program created by President Donald Trump. After Congress could not agree on the stimulus plan, some states have already begun paying out. Now, responding to the problem where you had to have the $100 minimum to get the $300 boost, 5 states, New Hampshire, Kentucky, West Virginia, Montana, and Vermont, said that they will go ahead and raise the weekly unemployment payout to $100. So if you were only receiving $87 or $37 or whatever you were receiving, if it was under $100 in one of those 5 states, you're going to automatically get $100, so that way you can qualify for the $300 boost. The Massachusetts Department of Unemployment Assistance released new details this week on their proposed $300 boost benefits, and they announced that the residents will now be able to receive up to $900 in aid thanks to the federal grant reward. So you should start receiving your money from Massachusetts. And then also, the State Department of Unemployment has said Tuesday it has begun dispersing them. So some people should have already received them, but if you haven't, all payouts should be expected to be dispersed by September 15th. Now, also in Rhode Island, you will begin to see your $900 bonus payments starting this week as well. And then that also goes for, I think it was Iowa. I want to say it was Iowa. Iowa also was given their $900 if you have not been paid. Also, let's go ahead and actually, Iowa said you will get your money in 5 to 7 business days. That's what it was. So if you haven't received your money in Iowa, you're coming. But in the great state of Alabama, roll tide, roll. Okay, Alabama recipients will actually be paid a retroactive $1,200 check. We are still hoping and planning to get those payments out by this Friday, so tomorrow evening. Right now, they are in a holding pattern and getting some of the federal banking requirements ironed out. So way to go, Governor Kay Ivey. I see you, girl. Now, on the opposite end, New Jersey, Nevada, Kansas, District of Columbia, they have still yet to be approved for the extra $300 benefits. So the states have submitted their applications. Right now they're waiting for approval. If you want to know if your state is paying out, how much they're paying out, there is a lost wages tracker that you can go to. I'll put it in the description box so you can go check out your state. So you don't have to say, girl, what about this? What about Louisiana? What about Mississippi? What about you check the description box and go check it for yourself? Okay, I'm saying that with love. I love y'all though. All right, so let's go ahead and move on with EBT. Senator Gillibrand calls for an expansion of the pandemic EBT program. Now, Senator Kirsten Gillibrand, she's a Democrat in New York, visited the food banks in the Southern Tier Wednesday, and she called for an extension of the pandemic EBT program. I have been putting out EBT videos. I have read your comments, and a lot of people stating, hey, this program needs to be extended, which, shameless plug, I have another video coming for you because there's something new that the USDA is doing for you. So I think you may like it. I like it. Now, the pandemic EBT program provides meal support to families in need, something that will become even more important as students return to the classroom virtually or not. Kids can't learn if they're hungry. I'm a mother and I know this. Kids have and will be well fed, and if we care about the future, we care about our children, Gillibrand said. This extension would supplement their meals into the school year, whether in person or online. Currently, 41,000 students in the Southern Tier alone rely on free or reduced lunches. So Gillibrand is calling for a $3.5 billion in food support in the next relief package as well. So, hey, they're still pushing for the pandemic EBT. We know in October it's supposed to be a 5% increase for EBT, but let me know, for the parents that have started the virtual learning, are your children eating you out of the house and home? I mean, I know food prices are going up, but are they eating more? Or do you have some type of schedule? But stay tuned. That video is coming out because it's going to help all my parents, okay? So listen, Linda, my parents, stay tuned. I got you. All right, speaking of EBT or pandemic EBT, Tennessee plans now to waive applications so they can get the food assistance out to the family. So the state has until September 30th, speaking of Tennessee, they have until September 30th to go ahead and get their money dispersed for the pandemic EBT. So Tennessee was one of those states that made you go through a whole application, you know, walk, blow a bubble gum, do what you need to do before you can get your pandemic EBT money. But a lot of people that were eligible did not take advantage of it, or they just didn't know. So what the schools are going to do now is notify, the state will issue pandemic EBT cards to the remaining eligible students and send those cards to the school that the child last attended. Then the school is going to notify the families that the cards are waiting for them to retrieve them. And then at that point, they can have their benefits. So Tennessee, according to Barnes in a briefing conference that she stated this afternoon, that there were still a couple 100,000 children who have not been able to enroll. The families will receive an additional $250 per child, and that's for meals that were missed between March through May. The payment can be spent at a grocery store or any places where currently EBT is accepted. So hey, if you're in Tennessee and you did not get your pandemic EBT, girl, you better be calling the school, because you know, you never know what the parents may do. You know, you gotta hope that the secretary is gonna reach out to you, or you know, send the letter home with your child who's gonna put it in their book bag. It's gonna sit there for about a week or two. Just contact the school. And then if you still have yet to get pandemic EBT for yourself and you're not in Tennessee, you know, not for yourself, but for your child, and you're not in Tennessee, contact the school as well. All right, last but not least, we have hazard pay on the docket. Kroger union employees are protesting, demanding reinstatement of the hazard pay. So this afternoon, the Kroger union employees have actually decided to protest. And so from 4 to 6 p.m., the Kroger located in Virginia Beach. And then also there are 18 other protests that are happening today with Giant, Safeway, and Kroger stores in Maryland, Virginia, and West Virginia demanding hazard pay at all three of the companies. Now, Kroger did release a statement today, and they said, hey, we are proud of our dedicated associates who are on the front line, serving our customers when they need us most. Since March, we invested over $830 million to reward our associates by offering appreciation pay, hero bonus pay, and thank you pay, and safeguard our associates and customers. We also recently thanked our associates with a $100 store credit and 1,000 fuel points. We continue to listen to our associates and take steps to ensure their safety and well-being. We will also continue to execute dozens of safety measures and provide support to our associates through benefits like paid emergency leave and $15 million in a Helping Hands Fund, which provides financial support to associates experiencing hardship due to the pandemic. Do you guys think that's enough? They're like, hey, we gave you hazard pay, we gave you customer hero pay, we gave you a $100 store credit, 1,000 fuel points. Is that enough, or should they do more? Do you guys think hazard pay should be reinstated or not? What do you think about the unemployment, the back pay coming from the unemployment? And what do you think about North Carolina giving their residents $335? Is your state doing something like this? Let me know down in the comments below. And you guys, as always, have a very, very, very happy Thursday. As you can see, it's a beautiful Thursday. I'm super excited for the weekend. Yeah. I don't know what I'm gonna do just yet, but I'm excited. Let me know, what are you guys gonna do for the weekend? Are you gonna cook out, barbecue? You know, I know some of them pandemic or them EBT benefits hit. Okay, it's the first of the month. Are you guys going out? Let me know down in the comments below. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye, guys.